Okay, guys. Hi. You know what they say about dry heat? Haha. No, anyway. At least it's not humid. Hey, so here's what we got going on. So, at the same time that the Gloves repair truck showed up, we also had this guy over here from the ranch came over and threw his garbage away. Came up in his truck or whatever, and so there are actually living people out here. A few trucks have gone by, even a night truck even went by. And no, they didn't stop because we have breakdown service. And as they went by, I gave them the thumbs up, like, I'm good, don't worry about it. So there are so many grasshoppers out here, though. I wanted to show you the grasshoppers. Can you see them fluttering all over the place here? They're jumping everywhere. So, can you see? Let's see on that sign there. Can you see them on the sign? I'm gonna spook them. See, but yeah. Oh, and this ground is very soft. I didn't realize how. So this is a energy field out here. It's either natural gas or it's an oil field, whatever. It's private land. It looks like there's some gas wells out there, and there's even a bunch of the windmills. So I don't know how far this land all goes to somebody else's stuff, but look at this. Can you see this vast? I mean, it really is just, you can see for miles and miles and miles and miles and miles. So I guess if I had to sit somewhere and wait for something, there's worse places I could have been sitting, right? Just saying. And look, never too far off, somebody's socks and underwear are there. Somebody else must have stopped here at some point too. Ha ha ha. Yeah, you're never so far away. Oh, hey, I got this stuff in my yard. Yeah, you're never too far away from civilization whenever there's still litter everywhere. You know. Can you see all the grasshoppers? Look at them as I walk along the edge. Look at all the grasshoppers flying up into the... It's so funny. Yada, yada, yada. Anyways, so there's a nice breeze blowing. It's not like it's a cold breeze, but, you know, at least it's not just still air. Oh, and here, look at this. These are big old ant holes here. I wonder how big the ants are coming out of there. Those are pretty good sized holes. So we'll stay away from them. I don't really want any ants on me. Okay, so here I want to take you and show you the cows, though. See all the cows out here? Look. This ranch goes all the way back there to that plateau. And then you've got all the cows. They've actually come closer to the fence as I've been sitting here for the last 2 hours. They've, and even well past here, like way out in that direction, there's even more. There's like groups of 15 of them everywhere as you look over. Look both ways. See how far down the road you can see? There's my truck. Sally's getting her baptism. There's some more grasshoppers over here. Oh, here. How about some of the local fauna? I'll come over here and show you some of the local fauna. I'm going to watch for snakes, though. We don't need to stir any of those little suckers up, do we? So here we go. Here's some local fauna. Here you go. Look at this. Pretty cool, huh? See? And then even over here. I'm not seeing any snake holes, so then you got this over here. I don't know what this is. It's a really pretty color, though. It's like a silver mound, but maybe it's a version of silver mound. Where am I? I'm in Texas, on the side of the road, getting a blown tire fixed. So, yeah, yay me. So yeah, there's the cows again, out there grazing. You know, out here they don't have barns. They don't go sleep in the barn. The cows don't sleep in the barns. They just sleep out in the pasture. And the cows aren't as fat and plump as ours either. because they're not being grain fed. They're just eating grass. They're completely grass fed. So their muscle structure and stuff are totally different than ours that are being, as I call it, fed like pigs and overstuffed on whatever they think is good for them and good for the farmer at the moment. And a grasshopper just totally hit me right in the microphone. Did you hear that? But can you hear the wind though? The wind is starting to pick up. Maybe as the sun's setting, the wind is picking up. I still probably got a good solid 2 hours before the wind or before the sun completely sets. There's another little town about 5 miles down from here that has a few parking spaces that I scoped out on the Google Maps, so hopefully those spaces are still available. That area is still available. So I'll go there, shut down tonight, and just sleep in the truck, and then get going in the morning. And I'll have to stop at a truck stop somewhere else along the way, in the morning if I need anything. I have plenty of fuel. So I'm really good to go, actually. I've got food in my truck I can eat. I've got, my truck locks. It's still running, so the AC is going and stuff. So like I said, and this guy had to come all the way up from Amarillo because this little town that's 5 miles in front of me doesn't have anything. It's a very small town with just a few little areas in it. It runs next to a railroad track. It doesn't really look like there's much going on there at all, but oh hey, look. So they got the stone marker out here they call it the LIT Ranch. And this is the North Camp. And then there's a little marker for it. They probably used that marker before they actually had a sign for it. But it says they have 24-hour surveillance out here. I don't know where they have this camera at that they claim that they have. I suppose it has surveillance. I'm not quite sure how or where, but I suppose it doesn't really matter either. But yeah, it's really cool. And if you think he had something actually surveying out here, that they would have noticed that I've been sitting here for the last 2 hours. But yeah, it's all good. It's all good. I wasn't so far out of whack. So, what do we got? Activity in there. Sorry, guys. Hi, Arlene. Oh, and Lisa. Yeah. I'll try my best to stay safe. It should be good. Hopefully, this town is someplace decent that I can shut down. And if not, I'll just be going farther down the road. I'll scope out something farther down. But as for right now, and not knowing where I was going to be, I wanted to get the closest place that I could think of, that I could reach after this tire's fixed, and just at least have a place to go initially. And then if that turns out that it looks a little shady or something, I'll just put myself back in PC and mosey on down the road until I find something safe. That's what personal conveyance time is all about. That's why we have it, is so that you can find a safe place to park. And I've been documenting that I blew out a tire, I shut down, I called breakdown, I did this, I did that. I said how long I was shut down for. I also am telling them what time he got here, and then how long it'll take him to fix it. And then I'll say, I went into PC and this is where I went, etc., etc. Let's see if I can get you a better view of the moo-moos. It's actually really nice looking cattle. It really is some nice looking cattle. But, well, anyway. I'll tell you what, though, sitting against this blacktop, it is hot. Over in the grass, it's not so bad, but boy, right against that blacktop, ooh, that's some warm stuff over there. You figure if it's 95 degrees out here, that blacktop is probably radiating something fierce. So can you see the blacktop right here? So here's what they call chip and tar. It's called, they put down tar and they throw rocks, loose gravel and stuff onto it, and then they mat it all down, and then it all kind of melds together and makes a road surface. But where the cars and the trucks continuously go over it, it makes all of the blacktop kind of seep up through it. So you get these black marks all the way down the road. So it gets really sticky when it gets this hot. So as it gets sticky, another car, I'm gonna get out of the way. As it gets sticky, everything you run over sticks to your tires. All that black, the tar sticks to the tires, and then everything else sticks to that. And so my other tires on the other side of this one that's blown out, they literally look like they've been tarred and feathered. I mean, they're just completely covered in gravel and dust and dirt. And it's like, wow. So I'll probably be throwing gravel for now until eternity, until this stuff actually wears off. But I would drop in this trailer. It's not a live unload or anything, so I'll be dropping this trailer up in Wyoming. So when I get this trailer stay in there. So they'll have to deal with it. And I believe it's due for an inspection next month too, so they'll really have to deal with it. Because they got an inspection they got to do on a stupid thing. So, and that was one of the reasons when I looked at this tire that blew, I kind of thought, oh, I don't, it had some issues, but it wasn't horrible, and I have a very light load, so I didn't think much of it. But apparently it was enough. The combination of the heat and the road surface, it was enough to do it in. So, my biggest concern was, though, that it's going to be inspected next month, and it was kind of a kind of a chewed-up tire. They'd be replacing it, because when they do the inspection on that trailer that's due next month, it would be something that they would come across and they would take care of. So, anyhow, not too bad, because this side of the trailer is actually shaded. Too bad that tire's not on this side. He at least could be working in the shade. I did offer him some water, but he said he already had some. They make sure that they leave out of their shop with water so that they don't ever have an issue. But all right, y'all, well, that's my view. So just want to let you know that I'm safe. It's all good. And oh, you know what, he's gonna go put that tire back up. Okay, I'm gonna let y'all go. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.